I think of business school as a three-legged stool. Students on one side, faculty on the second side, but industry is the third leg of that triangle. And our industry relationships, I think, affect everything that we do in a positive sense. They inform our research, they inform our education, but they also create pathways for our students post-graduation. And I think the importance of two-way interactions with industry is just getting greater and greater. And the reason for that is the pace of change in the private sector. A model in which faculty know everything and we then distribute knowledge just doesn't feel right today. The pace of change in the private sector means that we in business schools have so much to learn from business. Of course we contribute to business, but we have much to learn from it as well. And that's why I think the topic of this conference is just so perfect for our times.
The kinds of problems that business needs to solve in our society are not bounded by discipline. They're not bounded by sector. They're not bounded by geography or politics for that matter. So one of the great challenges we have in business education is to do more that's integrative, that cuts across disciplines and across sectors. A second challenge is the world is changing more quickly than ever before. And we need to build this connective tissue between business and academia, between practice and the work that professors do. After all, the world cannot afford for us in academia to live in an ivory tower. Nor can it afford for business leaders to operate blindly without objective insights, the objective insights that we can provide through academia and business education in particular.
But I'm happy to speak about the benefits to both business and the university of closer contacts between industry and the academy. Now, the ultimate objective of any serious university, such as Zhejiang or the National University of Singapore, is to produce and disseminate research. First of all, closer contact with industry helps academic researchers figure out which problems they should be addressing and gives them data and knowledge about what the answers to their questions actually are. Perhaps even more importantly, close contact between industry and academia helps us disseminate research. One of our important goals is not just to produce research, but to make sure that it gets to the people who actually use it. And by teaching students and by teaching executives and by writing papers and disseminating them through popular media as well as through academic journals and conferences helps us portray what we've learned to the audiences that matter. So as far as I'm concerned, contact and linkages between industry and the university can never be strong enough, at least not in business.